Hello, my name is Shawanda Mosby, and I will be your mediator for today. Your names are Ethan
Yes.
and Joshua.
Yes.
Okay, so I would like to welcome you to the Mountain Mediation Services. This mediation is basically so that we can work out a mutual acceptable agreement between the two of you. I would like to thank you guys for coming today because you didn't have to. The time frame for this mediation is approximately from 1 hour to 2 hours. Do you have that time commitment today so that we can go ahead and do the mediation?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Okay, so my role as the mediator, I'm going to be a neutral facilitator. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to tell you that your opinions are right or wrong. I'm not going to say that you specifically did something wrong. So basically, I'm going to be neutral and I'm just going to try and help you guys reach an agreement. The process for today, we are going to each describe what happened. So the person who made the complaint will go first. They'll tell me what happened first, and then the other person will go. And then we're going to try and agree on the issues that we have going on. And then we're going to generate and examine some solutions. So basically, we're going to identify the problems and try and find some solutions. And we're going to do a list of solutions and then find the best solution. And then if an agreement is reached, then we're going to write the agreement on paper, and then you two will sign it, and then I'll sign it. And then also I would like you guys to know that this is a confidential meeting. So basically I won't go out and tell my mediators, my co-mediators, what went on in this mediation. And also, I expect for this conversation not to leave this room. Any exceptions to this rule is if it comes out today in mediation that there was abuse of a child or of an elderly adult, if there's a physical threat, or if there was a domestic violence. So only if that comes up today in mediation, then I have to tell. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and read the consent to mediation form. And then after that, I would like for you to sign and date it. And then I'll sign and date it as well. All right, consent to mediation. I agree that everything that is said at Mountain Mediation Services, MMS, is completely confidential, intended for use only as a statement discussion, and cannot be used by the district attorney or the courts for any purpose. I understand that the exception to this rule of confidentiality concerns any information relating to child abuse, neglect, and or the abuse of disabled adults, which by law cannot be held confidential. I agree that I will not hold Mountain Mediation Services responsible for any agreements made or the failure to reach agreement during mediation. I further agree that I will not involve Mountain Mediation Services, the mediators, employees, staff, board of directors, volunteers, or records of Mountain Mediation Services in any way in any claim or court proceeding. I agree and acknowledge that Mountain Mediation Services gives no opinion regarding the legal effect of this consent to mediation or any agreement or resolution that is reached as a result of mediations. I agree that if a question of legal rights should arise, the party or parties seeking information and or advice should seek that information and or advice from an attorney of their choice. I understand that weapons and physical conflict are not permitted at Mountain Mediation Services. I agree to abide by this policy. I also understand that Mountain Mediation Services retains the right to report any crimes committed on the premises. All right, So basically, I would like for you guys to think about that and then go ahead and sign and date it, and then I'll sign and date it. All right. Okay. So I would like to discuss note taking. During the course of this mediation, I will be taking notes just so that I can write down anything that is important or that stands out to me during the time that you are talking. And also, I provided you with paper and pencils so that when the other party is talking, you don't have to interrupt them. So you can go ahead and write your notes down. All right, I would also like to bring up the subject of a caucus. Basically, that is a private meeting where I will take out one party individually and we'll have a 5 to 15 minute discussion, and then we'll come back and I'll get the other party. Okay, so we need to establish some ground rules. The first one is one person talks at a time. We have no interruptions. First of all, I would like for you guys to initially talk to me only so that we can find out what the problems are. Okay, and also we have a no weapons policy. This includes but is not limited to pocket knives, lighters, etc. Please turn off your cell phones because we don't need for a cell phone or text message to distract you from the mediation and what we're trying to accomplish. Also, we would like to be polite and use our manners. So basically, this is no interrupting, stuff like that. And then basically just try and be agreeable, try and reach an agreement. And if an agreement is not met, then we might be able to come back next week or sometime to complete the mediation. Are there any questions that you have? All right, thank you. Let's go ahead and get started.